Hello, my loves. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome into this reading for Jupiter in Aquarius. So if you have not already watched the introduction to the solar season of Aquarius, where I talk about the Aquarian energies and I talk about what we're doing here and which readings are relevant for you, please go ahead and watch that to make sure you're in the right video. If you already know you're there, hi, welcome in. Let's talk a little bit about what Jupiter represents in the astrological story. So Jupiter as a planet represents our luck and our expansion. So your luck and your expansion expresses itself through the Aquarian archetype. So your luck and expansion is in the realm of Aquarius, is in the realm of the water bearer, is in the realm of rebellion, originality, clever, inventive, humanitarian focused vibrations. That's where you expand, and that's where you're the luckiest. So if you're like doing work to help humanity, that's when you're going to receive the most luck. This is a fixed air sign, so unchanging mentality when it comes to the vibration of Aquarius. And the other thing to know about Jupiter in Aquarius is it's in an alignment that's called the fall. So what does the fall represent? The fall means that the planet is in the opposite energy of where it's exalted. Okay, so the exalted in Aquarius is when it's Mercury. Okay, so Mercury rules Gemini. The opposite of Gemini is Sagittarius. Okay, the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter. So whereas Mercury in Aquarius is exalted, meaning it's the highest expression of itself, Aquarius in Jupiter is in the fall because it is this energy of being the least able to expand. So if you think about expansion, a fixed energy isn't able to expand very much. As I said in the introduction, it's almost like the fixed air, like it has all of the options available to it. So there really isn't any place to expand when you have already unlimited possibilities. So Jupiter doesn't love to be in the sign of Aquarius, but this doesn't mean that this is an aspect of your life that isn't working well for you. It just means that it's an area of your life that you have to work a little bit harder for. You might actually have to work a little bit harder to engage yourself in clever, inventive, original work, in humanitarian focused work. You might have to work a little bit harder to let your rebellion work for you. Like your rebellion might not always be an aligned part of your life. Like you might be a little bit too much when it comes to your rebellion because Jupiter will expand anything that it's in. So like there actually might be too much rebellion here in your life. So just kind of look at these energies and these qualities and maybe how they play out. But don't get into your head about like, oh my gosh, my luck and expansion is the worst place that it could be. Yes, but there's so much other things going on in your chart, and there's always a gift in the challenge. There's always an opportunity in the challenge. The Chinese character for crisis is the same one for the character for opportunity. So whereas the exalted energy is, it's almost too easy for them. They almost undervalue this aspect of your life. This is an area of your life that you're going to have to work for. Expansion and luck, you have to work for it. You have to make your own luck. And that makes you who you are. And that helps you express the uniqueness that is you. Okay. This is also a generational sign. Okay. Jupiter is one of the outer planets with Saturn and Uranus and Neptune and Pluto. And they all have different rates of return. Jupiter's not as slow as some of the other ones. But people around the same age of you are going to have the same theme going on in their lives. Okay. All right. Let's see who you're going to be collaborating with. Now, the first person you're going to collaborate with is an Aquarius sun sign. So you're going to find an Aquarian sun sign to go and collaborate and connect with. Okay. And if you're not familiar with how the Aquarian sun shines, suns shine, like what they're going to bring to this group, go watch that introduction if you didn't already. Let's find out who the third person in your group is. You're obviously the second or the first, depending on how you want to count it. If you haven't already, take a few deep breaths. opened your heart to receive the guidance most aligned for you at this time, and called in your support team, please do that. And let's find out who the third player in this little game we're playing for the Aquarius season is. Find out, who is it? Man, Sagittarians are all over these readings. Okay. You got a Sagittarian sun. So you, my friend, are going to find someone born between November 22nd and December 21st. And it's going to be Sagittarian sun. I'm a Sagittarian sun, by the way. So if you know me personally and want to collaborate with me in another Aquarius in our lives, let's go ahead and do that. But what the Sagittarius is going to bring to the table is going to be this energy of seeing things from a higher perspective, of being interested in higher learning subjects. So anything around that subject they'll be able to bring to the table. They're also very likable. So they're a good face fronting part of a group. Like if you need someone to like if you were doing some sort of like charity event, you needed someone to like greet people, Sagittarius would be a great person in that space. Okay. That kind of energy. They love truth. So they are more than likely on board with this project and this collaboration. If you don't know an Aquarius, your Sagittarian might know which Aquarius to collaborate with. Okay. Aquariuses can tribe up together. When I met an Aquarius for the first time, I told them I didn't know very many other Aquarians, and they told me that's because Aquarians like to stick together. So, but because Sagittarius is very likable, they tend to expand their friend group into all sorts of different types. They love the uniqueness of people. They may have an Aquarian contact where you may actually not have one. Okay? So what you're bringing to this group is your luck and expansion. When you're focused on humanitarian things, you can be very lucky, and you're actually going to expand your heart. You're actually going to expand your friend group. You're going to expand your reach into the community. Remember, you are doing something community centered, whether it's just helping the three of you do something for each other, or whether you're helping your local community do something like a food drive, or just volunteering in your community, or creating something that supports the community, or you're doing something on a larger scale. Remember that while the sun is in Aquarius, these energies are highlighted, spotlighted, and more aligned. So if you can get this group activity done by February 18th, that's most aligned. But as long as you have something in motion during this time and something planned out during this time, you're on track with this advice and what you're being guided to do for this season. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how this works out for you. I really want to know how this is working out for people, who they're working with, what they're going to be doing. I'm very excited for this. It's so fun. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors that universal light within you. Namaste.